deafened and unmuted, and we will continue on. Let me put in the lovely music you guys had playing last time.
Mm-hmm.
As any of you would care to give a little bit of a recap?
Let me get my notes.
Amani, you want it this time?
Uh, sure.
Yeah, you're one of our two note
So
takers.
yeah, but I don't really take notes as I'm doing things, so I'm like, oh, okay. We had finished off with Imani and Silas and Anne taking out some bandits up the river, and Larxus and Arthur being confronted by some dick. And yeah, some bad guy who's trying to get this map piece that is kept by the village. Um as Larxus and Larxus and Arthur were fighting him off, this white-haired crazy dude, Scatha and Harvest Moon came in kind of as an assist. And as the fight went on, Silas and Imani joined the fight to then watch as this weird puppet creation that came. So it was like two priests at first, and then it became this weird puppet creation. And then it created. Then after fighting it for a while, it became this crazy ooze monster thing. That had a gem in the middle. Um, I got sucked in, and I couldn't get to the gem. And Scatha bravely jumped into the monster as well, and
Crazy.
it was insane. And fought the gem, even though she was, at death's door. And we ended up, or she ended up actually hitting it and hitting it into my rapier, and the monster died, and it was freaking sick. The guy, the white-haired dude, had this reflectability that was reflecting back damage to anybody who dealt it to him, half damage back to whoever he was attacking, or whoever was attacking him. He then started glowing. He was about to explode, and luckily Harvest Moon came in with the assist and was able to stop the exploding from happening. Or he like teleported him, right? Like teleported him in the sky or some shit.
Way up
Um,
high.
and he exploded. And we saw that the explosion probably would have leveled the entire village. Um, Lastly, we got kind of a lore dump from the mayor, Tater Anderson.
You remember
And
Tater?
yeah, I wrote his name down. Um, and oh yeah, the sickness, we had like helped with the sickness. Apparently, that's what was they were poisoning the water up in the bandits, upriver. Um, and Tater kind of explained to us that the gold Manzana, um, there's like a map to it, and there's 6 pieces of this map, and we are trying to find a golden apple by following the information on this map. There are 3 other golden fruits, but the only one that had a map to it was the apple. And I think Silas and Arthur kind of had an aside during celebration times, basically talking about um, what do we use this wish for? Are we going to tell people? Like, what's going on there? So, yeah. Oh, and Imani and Silas had an aside as well, basically talking about uh, as we rise up through the ranks, like, who are we taking with us? And, you know, Imani wants to be up there. So, it's going to be
Just
cool.
just specifically because you remembered a certain person's name, I will give you an inspiration.
You remember
Nice.
Tater's
That's
inspiration.
Bet. I'm writing everything down now.
I was just talking about someone we got left. I said that wrong.
Oh, we did forget one thing. We saw
Oh,
Anne getting abducted into the sky back
Oh,
towards the
right.
bay.
And we were gonna
yeah.
chase her, right?
Nah,
Yeah, you're right.
No, it looked like she was captured and they were going back to the Feywild or something
It
like
looked
that.
like they
So,
had it handled.
yeah, oh yeah, and Imani and Skatha are starting to become like real friends, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So that means that we are continuing basically where we had left off last time, which was pretty much. Oh, thank you so much for the prime, my guy. Babbit 1012. I like it. So, uh, so we were leaving off where we had left last time, where we basically just did a kind of banquet celebration of sorts, where everyone was able to get their long rest, a little bit of temp HP, and uh, their level ups.
Yeah, Skatha cooked for the whole village, like a whole feast.
Yeah, with her chef feet.
Got feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, feature of a chef, not with her toes that are chefs.
I think it's safe to assume when we say feet, we mean feature, not, the one
Well,
with toes.
Natsu did ask us for our feet pics, so.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You gotta go to Feet Finder, bud. That's where you gotta
Oh
go.
my god.
I'm getting
Can we
gas.
have the feet, please?
I'm getting gaslit IRL, bro. He's practicing it.
No, it's spelled FEAT Finder, I promise. Alright.
Silas's mantra, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
We love it. You guys are at this point, I would say, after your guys' celebration, you guys have pretty much gotten any potential stuff that you could even gain from here, including some maybe more nasty items you guys have got recently. And now the only thing really left to do is kind of go back to the Plum Ravens at the moment. Maybe delivering some more direct information as well to the captain if you wanted.
I was gonna say, over the table, have you guys decided on if you're actually gonna tell the captain or no?
We haven't talked about it at all.
No, we did talk about it. We mentioned that we were gonna show it to the captain because we figured Larxus would mention it anyway. So
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
I want to snitch. No.
Yeah. Imani probably would have.
You might be
said
able to
something as
convince me
well.
not to.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say maybe
I can
Silas
work
can
my
have a
magic.
talk with him.
You
Yeah.
just gotta, and I think y'all do since you've been in the group for a while. You understand where I'm coming from, kind of being an arbiter, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
think,
know if Silas can
go get him,
convince
Silas.
that.
I don't know. I feel like Skatha also probably feels like just tell the captain. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably
So-
a 2v3 kind of deal. This would happen.
No, I don't think we have to worry about Skatha. Skatha seems like someone who understands tact and
Yeah.
keeping things to ourselves.
Inner machination.
Imani understands authority, and currently the captain is the authority. So tough.
For now.
Yeah, before we're headed or I guess as we're heading to the wagon, I'll go over to Silas and I'll say, I thought perhaps we should tell it to the captain, but I think if we could keep it to ourselves, that'd be for the best, no?
Well, especially if we have something more tangible. As he rubs his temple. This is so bright. This is just the first step. It's nothing real.
Here's what I worry about. I assume the smith is well known and widely regarded, and the fact that we have one piece of this legendary map is evidence that there are in fact 5 other pieces, and they do in fact lead to a magical artifact that grants a wish.
Precisely, and sometimes what needs to be done is best done, or more capable to be done, without certain oversights.
I agree. We just need to make sure everyone else is on board, I think.
I can try and work some magic.
Alright.
If that's what you're asking me to do,
I
Grease.
am very much asking you to grease some wheels, so to speak.
All right, I'll try my best. Amani seems to have tact. Luxus is, he is the arbiter. He is the judge. So it
Of
will,
course.
he will be harder to sway. But let me see what I can do.
Yes, I mean we can do it in the wagon
Yes.
on the ride home. And I'll let you do most of it, but if I think I have something worthwhile to say, I'll jump in for a word or two.
Yes. I do appreciate your help. But I'm not going to push incredibly hard
No,
on this.
of course not. Just throw some feelers out if you think you can reel something in, by all means, but
Yeah.
no threats, no violence, no seduction, Silas.
Oh, you're tying my hands.
Somebody has to. And no, not in that way. Let's go.
So as we all get into the carriage. Silas is, before we go, the four of us may want to have a conversation.
Yes.
This whole map situation. How
Who,
badly?
who are you talking to, Silas?
The four of us.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Just pretend Scatha's still there.
The five of us. How badly do you all want to realize this golden manzana?
I think it is a means to an end. One that I was hoping to reach regardless. It's just another path to power.
Good.
The only reason I'm concerned about it is if it falls into someone else's hands that could use it for evil or against our magical knight squad.
Of
So,
course.
I would think both of you would agree that this is probably be our top priority. With that being said, Loxus, you may find this hard to believe, but I know that you know it to be true. Not all who are part of the Magical Knights are stand-up individuals. There are some apart who are a little more slimy. So, if we bring this to the captain, there is a higher chance that it falls into the wrong hands, and increases oversight on what we can and cannot do with it. So if we want the most direct path to it, with the least likelihood of it falling into the wrong hands, I think we keep it to ourselves.
I know the captain used to be a pirate, but he seems to be on the up and up now.
Oh, I agree. It's a consequence of just working with other people. The more people you bring into the fold, the higher likelihood there is a wolf in sheep's clothing among them. I trust everyone in this carriage. I hope you all do too. I don't trust every magical knight.
And I think it's best we keep the people who know about this piece of the map as minimal as possible.
Precisely.
If the captain were to know of it, he could very well ask around and ask too many questions about the whereabouts of the rest of the pieces, thereby bringing attention to him and the map itself.
I'm also worried that if he finds out of something this magnitude, he very well have his hands tied and have to disclose it to higher ups, which we all know are not always of the highest character.
I propose we keep it amongst ourselves. You can, of course, be its arbiter, Larxus. And
Yeah.
if we feel we encounter something that's a bit too much with regards to the map, then perhaps we can go to the captain. If we find ourselves in too much trouble.
I think I owe the captain too much to be keeping things from him so soon. He's given me this opportunity, and I don't know if I can risk. I don't know if I can risk one path for another, one path to strength for another.
Well, there is also the possibility of if we bring this up, all of our paths close off. If this information falls to the wrong people, we all very well may have an accident.
Do you think this is our fate?
I don't know
Think,
how much I believe in fate, but I think that there are people who would love this piece of the map and who would love to keep the information of this piece hidden, secret, and gone.
We could get our hands on all the other map pieces. It could really make the Plum Ravens much higher rank.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
we
also
could.
true.
how many wishes are there? Is it just one? Is it one for each of those who find it?
Well, the tale speaks of the seeds being planted. For all we know, it could lead to an entire tree of apples.
Or a grove.
Sounds too dangerous just to risk it on someone the captain might report to. I think we should keep it within the group for now.
Yeah, I think
This is too
Imani's like
powerful.
thinking about the captain's like drinking and like kind of belligerentness. And she says, "For now, I can keep quiet. I think if the captain were completely here in all of his facilities, I would still trust that he can keep this secret. But one misstep on his part, due to his vices, might be too risky."
And
Silas is going to like kind of lean over. I assume it's like me and Arthur on one side talking to you guys
yeah,
with Katha. He's gonna like kind of sit up on the edge and he's gonna put like a hand on your knee. He's gonna look at you and just go, "Do you trust me, Imani? This is what we were talking about last night. This is how we go up. Together. Either all of us, or none of us. If we're not all in on this, I'm not in on this. I want you a part of this journey that we're going on."
Trust is earned, Silas, and I'm willing to use this lie, this group secret, as a test of that trust.
Alright?
you'll not find Silas wanting. I've found few as trustworthy and of his ability as him.
I will determine that for myself.
By all means.
Well, if we all agree on this, then we can move forward.
Yes.
But like
and
I said,
when we do speak to the captain about this, let Silas do the talking. He can spin a web far better than any of us. Because I assume he'll ask why this man was attacking if he found out any kind of reason. We'll likely have to bring up the gold Manzana and its myths, but as for any evidence we found towards it, we can't mention anything.
Don't worry. As Silas kind of lifts up his paper, he goes, "I have already got the entire story recounted here in my report."
I thought you already sent that report yesterday.
Oh, I thought when we were going back to the captain,
Yeah,
I
you
was giving.
you gave him
That's
the
right.
report.
We went back to So we don't even have to talk about it. So he'd say, "I already gave the captain the report, so he is well informed of everything that has gone on here, and yes, hopefully there won't be too much conversation about everything that happened."
Hopefully. And I think we did a very good job, personally. Hopefully we've earned more than 3 badges with this.
I hope so as well.
Yeah, Imani just stays silent.
Who's driving the cart?
Oh God!
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, Anne.
I can help as well. I'm rather good with animals.
I can't. Good luck.
I have +3.
I like that.
Yeah, go for it. I only got +4, so.
I bet Scath is good with animals.
I mean, you should go with children. Same thing. All right,
If you're-
give me a. Well, actually, do you have proficiency with land vehicles?
Me?
Yes.
I have no idea. So I guess
That's
not.
probably no, yeah.
It should be in your proficiencies if it is. At the bottom left-hand corner of your character
Yeah.
sheet.
No.
Give me that sweet, sweet animal handling.
Hey, that's pretty good.
All right, you all fall and die into the no. It's even better ride back than it was to get there, as you almost felt like Anne had almost purposely hit a couple of good bumps here and there. Right now, it feels like a pretty steady kind of way. So you guys make your way back, and unless you guys want to say anything, I'd assume it'd be a little bit of a silent trip, as there's a lot of tension in the air left up.
I think Silas would offer up the same game that we played on the way over here, of the simple card game of asking
Yeah.
questions.
I think that would
If
leave
you
you
guys-
with 3 questions. Like three of the game to play.
3
whatever.
rolls.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you
Okay.
all would like to.
Yeah.
Partake. It's a D6, right? We were rolling.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Oh shit.
Arthur looks like he's gonna be up on the board tonight.
Oh no! Oh my
Oh
God,
my
dude.
goodness.
Come on! This game sucks, man.
Yet again.
And then you look over at Scath and she's just knocked out right now.
Oh yeah, she's
No,
yeah.
she.
It's been a long
Somebody.
time. Probably
Somebody
passive.
play for her. I'm not answering another question.